Hi and welcome to Guitar Ergonomics. Today is a slightly different video to what I normally do because I'm actually not going to demonstrate anything on a guitar, but I'm going to talk to you about a guitar that I went to try some days ago. So the first thing I want to tell you about is that I went up to York in England, and there's a really big shop out there called Gear for Music. And the first thing I want to tell you is that I went into the shop and I went up to one of the counters, and there was a gentleman sitting there. And I said, look, I'm not going to buy any guitars today. I'm going to do some research. I'll buy some guitar strings and picks later on, but I'm actually going to try some guitars. Is that okay? And they were so incredibly kind and sweet. I said, absolutely no problem. We got all the guitars down at the back, which I could see in the studios. And I said, what I'm really interested in trying is actually electric acoustic guitars. I said, with nylon strings. He said, yeah, there's a separate studio for that, and you can just go in there. And then he said to me, if you need anything, just let me know. So I went in there, and I actually had a particular guitar in mind, which I'll talk to you in just a sec. And I was there for 2 hours trying various guitars. Now, one of the problems that I find with electro acoustic guitars that have nylon strings is that when you go above the fifth fret on the top strings, so the E, B, and G strings, the sound can become quite poor. You don't really get a really warm sound. And that's something I really want when I'm playing that type of instrument, or any other guitar for that matter. So I tried a lot of them, some cheap ones, some very expensive ones, and I have to be honest with you, I didn't really find what I was looking for. So I went back to the guy on the desk and I said, look, I'm actually looking for a particular guitar that I saw on your website. It's a Fender guitar, electric acoustic with nylon strings, of the Thinline make. He said, we don't really have that out for the moment. He said, but I can go in the warehouse and get it for you. So if you don't mind waiting another 15 minutes, I'll get it for you, which is what I did. And I can tell you what, when he came back with that, I played it plugged in and unplugged. It was so good. It is incredibly easy to play, obviously because it's thin line, and that's important, of course, when you're looking for your guitar. But the sound that I could create on the top strings, also above the fifth fret, I was totally happy with it. I haven't bought the guitar yet, but it is definitely a guitar that I would buy if I have the money at some point. It was only something like £329, I think, and it's well worth it. So if you are looking for a thin line electric acoustic guitar with nylon strings, I would suggest that you try this one out before you maybe buy something else. It's up to you, of course, whether you just want to buy straight on the internet, but I don't think you should buy a guitar like that. I think you should actually go and try them, whether you are paying £10,000 for your guitar or £50 for your guitar for that matter. But I just want to share this experience with you. First of all, the service of the people that I spoke to was second to none. They were so helpful, knowing that I was not going to buy any guitars that day. And also, I was so happy to finally try this guitar, and I really, really loved it. So you might see it on a video one day on this channel. Anyway, that's all I want to talk to you about today. Bye for now and have a lovely day.